Good morning, everyone. Today we are headed to Avery Island. We are going to tour the Tabasco factory, and we're going to bring you guys along. Hope you enjoy. We are 1.7 miles away from Avery Island. We're getting more and more excited by the second. We are pulling in right now. Before we get started on the tour, I wanted to get a shot of these huge Tabasco vats. Not sure what's in them, but they could be filled with Tabasco sauce. We have parked the truck in the RV and bus parking lot. All of the factory grounds are well kept. We're gonna stop in at the tour place right over here, and then we are gonna get started on the tour. We have made it inside, and the lady said it was a self-guided tour, so I will just point and shoot and bring you guys along. This is Avery Island, aerial photo, 2015. It's very, very interesting. This is a chunk of salt from the Avery Island salt mine.
Home of Tabasco red pepper sauce since 1868.
They have all these TVs with push buttons, and you can watch things about the island and the peppers. This exhibit is pretty interesting. This is Tabasco in pop culture. My personal favorite is Darth Vader. I find your lack of sauce disturbing. That's pretty cool. Several different things. This is the original Tabasco sauce recipe, circa 1868. Handwritten, of course. That's pretty incredible. And then this is a reproduction of the used cologne bottles they used to package in. Tabasco definitely has a rich military history. This is one of my favorite ads. And there's a tiny machine gun belt chain of Tabasco sauce, I assume in 50 caliber chain link. It's very cool to see. I'm glad we stopped here. They salvaged this bottle from a minesweeper wreck in World War II. That's pretty incredible. Korean War era. Just cool. And then I've opened up an MRE pack that has one of those small bottles in it. When you check in at the admission ticket office, they give you a little brown bag just filled to the brim with all kinds of different little Tabascos. They are so cute and adorable. I don't even think I would ever even open these. They're so amazing. Thought I would do a quick walk around of this old four-wheel drive something or another. Not exactly sure what it is, but it is freaking cool. Perhaps they use this like in the pepper fields. It's got the panel hitch, typical of a military vehicle.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Would have been cheap four-wheel drive for sure. We finished up at the museum. We are off to stop 2, which is the greenhouse peppers. And then we are going to stop 3, which is the barrel aging. The trees down here are just so different. They've got all this weird like moss growing on them. I'm sure people from Louisiana are laughing, but I have no idea what it is. I'm from Illinois. They certainly are gorgeous though. We are walking in to the bamboo grove, and I won't lie to you guys, I'm a little sketched out because they said this is a frequent bear area. If you see a bear, leave immediately and call the factory. So this might be my last transmission. We are inside the greenhouse, and there are the tiny little peppers. So cool. This is the Tabasco pepper. You can pause the video now if you would like. That is cool. We are now off to stop 3, Tabasco Barrel Museum. Let's roll.
Stainless steel 316 ring.
We are heading down to the barrel warehouse viewing window. We made it down to the barrel warehouse. Oh my goodness. Those are the tops of the barrels that are sealed with salt. Holy moly. I can't get over how large the warehouse is. I wonder how many barrels are stored here. This is a look at the other side. Just thousands and thousands and thousands of them. Wow. We are now headed back the way we came to this large brick structure. I assume this is where they're going to do all the packaging and unbarreling, things like that. We are now headed to the rest of the 4 through 8 stops. And there is an old open station deuce and a half here. I'm curious if they used these out in the pepper fields. It would be cheap horsepower back when they were knocking those things off. That one looks like it might be even a full dump truck bed. Not sure. That's stop 8, so we're gonna keep just going on down. If you have enjoyed the video so far, please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. We are off to stop 4. We just stepped in the doors at door 4. Pretty cool. Peppers hanging everywhere. Got a large safe from one of their sister companies. More barrels, of course. It starts talking about the mash, and then Luke said there's a video on the blending over here.
Here in blending, Tabasco pepper mash undergoes the final steps to becoming Tabasco sauce. The mash is drained, and the liquid is mixed with high-quality distilled vinegar and stirred intermittently in large wooden vats for 2 to 3 weeks.
There is a push button that says, "Smell the smell and feel the burn." We're gonna push it. This may be our last transmission. Here we go. I mean, it doesn't smell any different. Let's try this again. You can smell it when you first walk in the building. Maybe we're already nose blind to it. We are up above all of the blending vats. This is a thing of beauty. American industry. All uniform. Shutdowns and lockouts at every vat for servicing. Absolutely incredible. We are at stop 5, the experience of Avery Island. This is pretty awesome. These are the years of service barrels. 25 years, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. There's just a select few have given 45 years of their life to the Tabasco company. This is a small scale model of Avery Island. I know the lights are kind of glaring off the ceiling, but pretty cool. There's the pepper fields right there. And then this is the building we are in right now, that middle building. We are moving on to stop 6. Look at this enormous chunk of salt. Pretty incredible. So there would be hollowed out caverns underneath where they were mining the salt. Good Lord, look. That is just amazing. This is a photo of the salt mine cave-in they had in 1893. That's pretty cool. Scary, but cool. Luke spotted this. This is the salt mine. And look at that old Jeep. You know that old girl is salty. First Rock Salt Mine. You can pause the video now to read that. Put you guys on the wide angle lens, and we are going to enter the salt mine experience. Very cool. They're blasting. It's pretty cool. That would have been some of the get up that they had. Probably didn't have a plastic corn scoop, but perhaps they did. This guy has some more PPE on. And an Avery Island mine cart. That's pretty cool. We are moving right in to bottling, stop 7. Unfortunately, we are here on a Saturday, so we assume that the bottling line is shut down. Half of the lights are out to conserve power. So we'll just have to do a brief walkthrough. It would have been epic to see the bottles whipping past. And then they would have had the counter going. They definitely haven't ran yet today. That would be cool to see. You guys definitely will have to come back and tour this for yourself on a weekday. We are headed on to stop 8, and I believe this is the final stop. I know there's a lot of glares here, but this is cool. This is all the different sauces around the world. I'm sure it's all the same sauce, but the labeling, of course, would be different. Very, very interesting. All the sample bottles are so cute. I'm glad we got some of those. To the left, it says that Tabasco sauce is sent to all the countries shaded with red. Talk about worldwide. Wow. This is a shot of these enormous 7 or 8 foot tall Tabasco bottles. Chipotle, that's what I like on my tacos. One of my favorite Tabascos, as well as the originals, of course. We just stepped outside of stop 8. We're right back at the Deuce and a Half. We're now headed over to the gift shop, and we may even eat at the restaurant, even though we didn't have breakfast just too long ago. We're here in the gift shop. Just gonna do a quick pan because there's just sensory overload. There's so much stuff to look at. There are a few sauces I might have to go home with that I've never even seen before. Perhaps you can only get them here. We just left the country store. We made off with all of the loot. I got several gifts for people back home. My brother Luke, he took the cake. He got the gallon glass jug of Tabasco. They will even sell you whole barrels or half barrels. I assume empty, with the painted Tabasco logo on them. We have made it back to the truck after the tour, and there's still one more spot that we believe we drive through, so we're going to try to attempt that with the trailer. We have drove the truck and trailer into the jungle gardens, and that is an alligator's head. I don't see any around. I'm going to walk up there for you guys. This may be my last transmission. I don't see a mama gator around. And they also said trucks and trailers, RVs and buses enter this at your own risk, but Wildcat is not deterred. I'm just looking for a mama gator. Make sure she ain't gonna run up. They say that they are deceptively fast. This could be my last transmission. I'm looking for bumps in these lily pad looking things. Not gonna get too close to the water, but I will zoom in. I don't know if you can see it, but it gets darker right there in the water. I will get a little closer. That's all the further I'm getting, and making sure I have a stance back. I don't see any other bumps. That is cool. I would like to see one sunning themselves on land. I really wouldn't get out of the truck, but this one seems pretty docile. We'll just watch him for a minute. Alligator. while I'm watching him, while you guys are watching him, I am watching the like lily pad things in front of me, making sure there's no movement. That is cool. Also checking my 6, making sure nothing's stalking up behind me, which I'm pretty sure Luke would honk the horn at me. Let's get back in the truck, see if we can make it all the way around through this park. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the video. If you enjoyed the video of the Tabasco factory, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you next time.